Good morning, dear students. I, Pooja Rajvanshi, welcome you all to the Mathematics Home Mentoring Session, the SD Vidya School, Ambala Kant. Dear students, our today's topic is addition of fractions. Addition of fractions. For this, children, you will first have to identify whether your given fractions are the like fractions, or children, your given fractions are the unlike fractions. Hope you people do remember what are the like fractions and what are the unlike fractions. The like fractions are those fractions whose denominators are same, right? And the unlike fractions are the fractions whose denominators are different. The same denominators are called the like fractions, right? Today we are going to deal with like fractions, and one or two lectures ahead we will be dealing with the unlike fractions, their additions and their subtractions. So like fractions, as you all have revised, are the fractions which have the same denominators. When the fractions are having the same denominators, for example 3 upon 7 and 12 upon 7, right? Though you are able to see that the first one is a proper fraction and the second one is an improper fraction, but when we talk about two fractions together, we say that they are like fractions because their denominators are equal. So dear students, remember, whenever we are supposed to add or subtract the like fractions, we can take the denominator to be the same as given in the two fractions, because both the fractions have the same denominator. When we have to add it, my denominator will be 7 and I will be adding my numerators. So my answer will be 15 upon 7. Correct? When I have to subtract, remember again, only the like fractions with the same denominator. My denominator will be as given in the two fractions, 7, and I will subtract my numerators. My answer will be 9 upon 7. So this is simple to understand, right? I can also explain to you taking another example. Say I am having 8 upon 13 minus 3 upon 13. So what is my step 1? Step 1 is identify the denominators. So by identification, you will come to know that the denominators are like denominators. So I will take my denominator as given if they are like. If they are same, then take it as denominator of your sum or your difference, because addition and subtraction is what we are doing. So my answer will be, denominator will be 13 and subtract or add the numerators. 5 upon 13 will be my answer. Having understood this, children, open your notebooks, come up to exercise 7.6. Come up to exercise 7.6. Question number 1, you have to add, and there are two questions in one question, reduce to the lowest term as well. Remember the last exercise? So my first part is 3 upon 4 plus 5 upon 4. What is the step 1? I observe my denominators. What are my denominators? In both the given fractions, my denominators are 4. So they are like fractions. To add, I will take 4 as my denominator and add my numerators. Remember, I can do this only when I am having like fractions. Now reduce to the lowest term. There are two parts. This is part number 1 and reduce to the lowest term is part number 2. So reduce to the lowest term, you know you have to divide by the highest common factor. So you get the whole number as your answer. I'm going to do 2 parts each, and all the C and the D parts will be your homework. 5 upon 3 plus 10 upon 3. As you can observe, 3 I will take as my denominator of my sum, and I will add my numerators. I get 15 upon 3. Reduce to the lowest term, divide by 3, you get 5 upon 1 as your answer. Having done this, question number 2. Find the sum and reduce to the lowest term or a mixed number. Right? So A part, 5 upon 12 plus 7 upon 12. First step, observe the denominators. Come to a conclusion, they are like. 12, I have taken my denominator of my sum and I add the numerators. 12 upon 12. My answer is 1 because I have divided by 12. So in this case, I have reduced it to the lowest term. You may find the answer where you cannot reduce it to the lowest term. 13 upon 16 plus 7 upon 16. Right? There is a possibility you get a whole number. There is a possibility you don't get a whole number. So 16 is your denominator. 13 plus 7, you get 20 upon 16. Divided by 4. 4 5s are 20. 4 4s are 16. 5 upon 4. Now what type of fraction have you got, students? You have got an improper fraction. This can be changed to the mixed number. 4 1s are 4, 1 remainder and 4 denominator. This sum is having 3 steps. This sum is having 3 steps. Remember? The first step is find the sum. The second step is reduce to the lowest term. And the third step is mixed number. So in all the cases, you are going to do this whenever it is feasible. Feasible means possible. First, I have find the sum. In the second step, I have reduced to the lowest term. And in the third step, because it is an improper fraction, so I have changed it into my mixed number. Got it? So the self attempt I'll be writing in the end. Right? Question number 3. Subtract and reduce to the lowest term. Reduce to the lowest term. So A part, 8 upon 14 minus 4 upon 14. Like fractions, 14 will be my denominator. Numerators will be subtracted. 4 upon 14. Reduce to the lowest term. 14 does not come in the table of 4. Both will come only in the table of 2. 2 upon 7 is my answer. B part, 11 upon 16 minus 5 upon 16. My denominator will be 16. 11 minus 5, 6 upon 16. Divided by 2, 3 upon 8. This is my answer. Right? Next question. Check the symbol. It may be addition, it may be subtraction. And evaluate. Evaluate means find the answer. Evaluate means find the answer. 11 upon 16 minus 3 upon 16. Like fractions, 16 is my denominator. 11 minus 3, 8 upon 16. I will by myself reduce to lowest term, 1 upon 2. When it is not mentioned in the question, I cannot deduct your marks. Simple. But when it is mentioned in the question and you do not do it, I will have to take away your marks. 11 upon 15 plus 3 upon 15. Your denominator is 15. 11 plus 3. 14 upon 15. Can you reduce it to the lowest term? No. This is my final answer. This comes in the table of 7 and 2. This comes in the table of 3 and 5. So there are no common numbers by which we can divide both. Got it, children? So, question number 1 to question number 4, C and D parts are self-attempt. That's all for today. Thank you.